Hi. So I'm back here. Finally got settled into my new place, and so I wanted to come back on and do some readings. This is gonna actually be for Earth signs. Look how big these cards are, though. So I'm gonna. These are really cool. My friend Tracy bought me these for Christmas, and they're only major arcana, but we're gonna pull these for the energy of the reading, right? Going into the reading. So I want to talk a little bit, actually. So I hope everyone's doing good. Thank God January's over, right? And today is 2/2/2020. So I thought it was fitting to do a reading today. Lots of changes are in store for us, right? I feel like today's been a day of epiphanies, right? Or not just today, like just the energy, I feel like, is the energy of epiphanies, like realizing things, right? And just on that, like, I want to talk a little bit about living in fear, because I think the message that the universe is wanting me to share with you guys today is about living in fear, right? Because I do it myself. I live in fear of things constantly. And but I was thinking today, so I went down to the river, and it's where I like to go. It's like my quiet place to think. And so I was thinking about fear in itself, right? And if you're living in fear and afraid to make decisions because, let's just say, things that happened in your past and you're afraid that that cycle is going to repeat, are you really living, or are you just so what I'm looking for, are you just existing, right? Because there's a difference between living and existing, right? And so my epiphanies are for today, or for the energy of just this year, is coming out of that place where Virgos tend to be, right? Where, and I think other Earth signs do it too, and I think even more than that, a lot of people can do it, but not as much as Virgos, right? And so coming out of like living in your head, right? Because that's where I've been the past couple months, living in my head, right? And so even longer than that, probably the past couple of years, right? Like, we like to overanalyze and overthink and dissect every thought and emotion that we have. And so but the basic point I'm making is that's not living, right? So we need to so my goals for this year are going to be to get out of my comfort zone, to just start living and making decisions not based on, my decisions are not going to be based on fear, right? And I'm stating that they're not going to be based on fear. Like, I'm not going to let fear rule, or live in my head, or those things, because ultimately all those things hold us back, right? And when we focus on fear and those things, we just bring more of it into our lives, right? So it's trying to manifest good things. So hopefully this message is hitting who it needs to hit, because I feel like I needed to share that message with you guys. And even if you're not an Earth sign and this message resonates, well, then take it and run with it. And, make those changes, make those realizations, and better yet, put those things into action, okay? And so I'm going to pull some cards here, and we're going to do a reading, and I'm going to block it off because I haven't really had time to do other things because of work and things like that, and just personal things going on in my life, right? And so I'm going to block it off by doing Earth signs. Like, we're going to just do earth, water, air, fire, right? But tonight's going to be Earth signs, so we're going to do, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And so that's how we're going to do the readings this month. So these videos may be a little bit longer, but we're going to hit on finances. We're going to hit on relationships, love, or just relationships in general, right? And just really what is coming for the month of February, right? This is 2 is about unions, right? 2 is about decisions. 2 is about can be about juggling things, more than one thing, or can be just about just decisions that need to be made, right? And so I feel like we're touching on that right now, right? So yeah, so let's not let fear run our shit, and let's get going with everything we need to get going with. And so we're gonna go ahead and use these beautiful Major Arcana Rider-Waite tarots. Look at that, you guys. That's the Lovers. And so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna pull an opening energy. Okay, so Spirit, Angels, Ascended Masters, whoever's with us tonight. Let's show the collective Earth signs: Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. What is in their highest good? What message for the highest good do you need? Do you need them to see tonight? And of course, these are going to be like really, really hard to shuffle. I don't like to look at them because I feel like so I'm just going to take them both since we got 2 that dropped. And the first card we cut is Strength, and that is the card of Leo. Now, depending on what sign you are, is the readings you should watch, right? So, for instance, you can look up your birth chart, and I am a Scorpio rising, Virgo sun, Leo moon, right? So basically, any readings that would involve Scorpio, Leo, or Virgo, I might connect with, right? And so this is the card of Leo. This is the Strength card. This is having the strength to make those decisions to move forward in life, right? We also get the Justice card. So I feel like with the Justice card, that talks about fairness, right? And so I feel like the reason that some of us live in fear, or we overthink, or we can't make choices is because there's things that hold us back, because maybe we haven't been treated so fairly, right? And the universe is saying that we have the strength to make these hard decisions and to move forward, right? Because I feel like there's going to be some justice for us Earth signs coming for this month of February and leading into March, right? So that's the opening energy. We have strength and justice. Like, I feel like the universe is telling us to hang on because something good is coming, right? There will be fairness, there will be equality, so just hang on. This could also mean rulings made in your favor. I don't know, maybe some of us are in school and we're having tests, and maybe this is telling us to keep going because we're going to pass that test. We might need, like me, I'm in school, I might need tutoring, right? But just to keep going, not to give up, that we have the strength to keep moving forward. And I feel like that's what the universe is giving us for our signs tonight. So let's go ahead and pull some Rider-Waite. And then this is the Spirit Within tarot, which we're going to use. You guys like my tree of life? I put that in a little Indian shop. I love it. So, going on that, I have plans this year. My daughter wants to go to Hawaii, and we've always talked about it since she was a little girl. And actually, even before that, when I was young, it was a place I wanted to go with my mom. And my mom died when I was 16 years old. And we never did get the chance to go to Hawaii together. So, this is like kind of like a special trip. So I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm actually gonna get on a plane and fly across the United States to Hawaii and spend a week there with my daughter and her friend, which is pretty much like my daughter. So these girls, and we're gonna have, we're just gonna have a good time, honestly. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and coming out of fear, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, right? So for Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo spirit, what are the messages that we need to see for the month of February 2022? And these cards are not doing what I want them to do. You can see my fat rolls. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the best lighting because it's 8 o'clock at night here in Arizona, and so I want to just there we go. Ooh, these cards are hard to shuffle. Like, are you guys got some decisions that are hard to make, I feel like, or you're delaying making some decisions, I feel like. Spirit is trying to tell me that these decisions really need to be made, and you guys are fighting it. You're going against the grain, and I'm hearing go with the grain, right? You know what you need to do. Spirit is saying you need to go ahead and do that, because there's not shuffling right. We're talking about let's be speaking our truth, right? Speaking up for ourselves when things matter, right? Let's go ahead and get us a couple cards. For Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo in the month of February. Ooh. And I'm going to take them to the snails altogether. And this one came out twice, you guys. Alright. In the first card we get is the Two of Pentacles. This is funny because we were talking about twos, right? And we're talking about there being more than one decision to make, right? Or two choices. More than a choice. More than one choice. This could be deciding between two people. Someone could have you, some lover of yours could have you in a situation where they're juggling you and something else, whether it be another person or a job, right? But this is all about juggling. Because we get the Hangman with that. And that's waiting on a decision to be made. So like I said, when the cards went in shuffle, right, I got the feeling like we need to go ahead and make that decision, right? And then we get the Magician here, and this can be the Virgo card, right? This is talking about manifesting those things that we desire, because with that we got the Ace of Pentacles, and that's talking about new beginnings, right? But we need to be careful with the Magician. Like, sometimes I'm hearing, like, if this is in relationship if this is in regards to a relationship, this person thinks he's like the Magician, right? He thinks he won't get caught. He thinks this person, man or woman, they think they can keep juggling this and it's never going to be found out. But we have a new beginning here, right? And this is hanging around waiting on that decision. Like, somebody is indecisive and can't make a choice, right? The universe will make it for you. So you should probably just make that choice. and we get the Ace of Pentacles. And that talks about a new beginning, right? I want to go ahead and see something on this book. It has some good meanings in here. Let's see. This is new resources. This is a seed of finance, business, property, and physical health. Everything that manifests in the world begins with an ace, right? So, like I said, new beginnings, the start of something new. This is a new opportunity, resources. This is a new beginning. This could be like a windfall, but it's likely to concern an opportunity rather than a handout. This might transpire as a job, a loan, or material to build something. Nurturing these resources, manifesting something prosperous, right? So once this decision is made, I feel like this is going to free you guys, right? Because with that, we get the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles right underneath it, right? And, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles talks about, this is the slowest moving knight, right? And this guy takes a long time to get here, but when he does, he's here to stay. This is commitment. This is, this could even be two jobs, like one better than the other, one person better than the other. We've got the King of Cups. And the King is all about emotions, right? He's ready to share his cup. I'm just looking at pictures. Because I see a fish there jumping out of the water, so I feel like a water sign, right? This could be a Pisces, this could be a Scorpio or Cancer, and if you notice the ship in the background, right, if you guys can see that, your ships have sailed. They're ready to take port, right? Like, I feel like this is coming in for you fairly quickly. This guy will commit, but he has to know, this person, man or woman, will commit, but they have to know. They're gonna test the waters, if that makes sense. Test the waters, to be sure that you're gonna be faithful. Things like that. This man or person will commit, right? I just love this book. I know you guys probably figured that out by now. They have little cute, like, sayings in here. I like to share that with you guys. I'm the one who can control his emotions so much that I can help other people in the time of need without getting in an emotional flap. Come and see me if you want advice. This person is level-headed. They have the emotions. I feel like they're not showing you. Like, I feel like this person's in love with you, but they're not going to show that to you. They're going to move slow until they figure out things. I think they will eventually. Like, this person has won and lost in the battles of love, right? They've gained experience, so even though they do feel emotions for you, like love and connection, they're gonna hold back, right? This person wants to keep a clear head, so he doesn't want to be in some kind of emotional turmoil, right? So rather than let his feelings control him, he is in charge of them. The King of Cups makes a good counselor and advocate. All right, so this person does have feelings for you, but they're moving at a slow pace, right? So that's the juggling there. The Two of Pentacles, the more than one decision. We're gonna go ahead and use some clarifiers with this one. How about that? And we'll see what we get. I didn't even shuffle that yet, but the Fool fell out. So the Fool is like, the Fool could be the Aries card, or the Fool could be like, just that, the Fool. Like, in the beginning, like, going with the flow and not worrying about what's going to happen. Like I was talking in the beginning of the reading, like not living in fear and just going with it, right? And let the cards fall where they may. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like we have a path, right? And the universe has plans for us, okay? And I'm like the type of person that, like, I want to know when, why, how. When's it going to happen? How's it going to happen? What's going to happen? Like the details of it, right? The intricate details, right? And I've come to the realization, like today, like I was down by the river, like I don't need to know the details, do I? Like, is it gonna matter? Is it gonna weigh my choice either way? No, because I'm stubborn and I'm bullheaded, right? And so, like, it's probably that Scorpio rising in me. Do I need to know that? Basically, the point I'm making is, like, there is a plan. I don't need to know the details, and I just need to know that Spirit does. Spirit has my back, right? Like, things are gonna work out here for us. And we need to stop fighting it and just, let the universe put us on the path that we're meant to be on. So, alright, Spirit, why is the Two of Pentacles here in the Hangman? That card keeps flipping. So we got Judgment again. So there's that, like, the Two of Pentacles is here because there needs to be fairness in this situation, right? Someone is juggling something. Someone is waiting around and they're juggling. And there needs to be a clear choice made. Like, you just stop that juggling, right? Because if you notice in the back, it looks like there's a ship back here, right? And it looks like the waves are really high and the ship's getting bounced all around, all off course, right? Like, there's no balance here, right? There's no steady stream where, like, the ship can just float. Okay, this is chaotic turmoil to me, right? And we're sitting around, we're hanging around in it, and I feel like a decision needs to be made, because that's why we got the Judgment card with that. Like, there needs to be clarity, there needs to be a decision in order for us to manifest those great things. Like, the universe is calling on us to make choices, right? Alright, Spirit, why is the Magician here with the Ace of Pentacles? We got the Devil and the Ace of Swords. So this to me says, like, activities. I feel like somebody here might have more than one person. And this is that energy. This is the energy of, like, sexual desires and things like that. Because with that, we get the Ace of Swords, right? Aces are about new beginnings and swords are about communication. So I feel like someone... Let's just go ahead before I do this. I want to read something. This is the one that inspires clarity, and if you've been confused, then I will bring fresh understanding, ideas, and answers. So, if you notice the light coming from the sword's handle here, this is going to bring clarity. I feel like someone's going to find out that there's been a person that has been less than honest or has been involved in some activities that maybe this person isn't going to like. They're juggling you, is what I feel like. This could be in the context of career too. This is clarity about, it's going to help you to make the decision that you need to make. So once you find out this information, and I feel like you're going to, I feel like that's going to be soon. It's going to help you to, the Magician is here too with it, right? The Devil and the Magician to me says, like, this person does never think they're going to get caught or just doesn't care, right? And there's going to be some clarity around this decision. And then let's see with the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles have to say. Why is the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles here? Just reading. It's going to be really important for us to like trust and make those decisions, and we get strength again. Why strength here? 2 of Wands. Okay, this is your shifts coming in. So I feel like once, or a new, actually, no, this is a new path taken, I feel like. You could go either way, right? You could stay in this energy, or you could move out of it, because he has the world in his hand, right? And this is like, I'm hearing rerouting, right? So this is rerouting, like, this to me says you're on the wrong path, that there needs to be a new change in, there needs to be a change in direction. I'm actually seeing a compass in my head, like, instead of going north, we need to go south, or instead of going east, we need to go west, right? And so once we release, once we get clarity on the situation, we release that. This could actually be some earth sign going through this and another earth sign going through this, because this King of Cups with the King of Pentacles, it brings you clarity, right? And strength to take a new course of action. That's what I feel like. And we're going to clean these up here, and then we're going to actually pull some different cards for you guys. So I hope that part resonated with somebody. We got clarity, strength, all that. I got these cards here. Some profanity on these words, so if you're not 18, please click off, or you shouldn't even be watching tarot if you're not 18. So they've got little funny messages, like I'll give you an example, like, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. If you're waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is. Right? And it's just funny, I read that one with all this, like, there's gonna be some clarity, you guys. Some of you might not like it, but you have the strength to get through it, I feel like. Yeah. I feel like some of you know what's going on, right? I feel like you've seen proof or partial proof, and I'm hearing text messages, like, you know there's some text messages there. And maybe you've been afraid to read them. Maybe you did read them. But it hurt you, and it's gonna hurt you to make the right decision. Or the decision that's for your highest good is a hard one to make, right? And, but, you know, sometimes we have to make choices that aren't the easiest choices to make, but they're the best for us, right? Because no one deserves to be treated like that. To be in an energy where they are like the side piece or the second fiddle. Does that make sense? And we got a couple here. Yeah, it's like I said, this card says you are giving away your power. You are a badass, act like it. Like, that's the universe asking us to stand in our power, okay? Quit accepting crumbs, quit accepting bullshit, quit going back to a situation that you know that you should let go of, okay? Act like that badass you are. And here we go. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. You're going through some tough shit. But that's like saying, suck it up. That's why the strength card's here. That's like saying, move on and do what you know is the right thing to do. What is best for you, okay? I love those cards. What? And for those of you that are not in some kind of situation like that, let's see what your masculine has to say to you, or what your feminine has to say to you. I'm going to draw some of these angel cards and these lovers oracle. Let's go ahead and draw a lovers oracle first. Let's see what. We'll do one for the masculine and one for the feminine. So we'll do feminine first. was just thinking I need to split these cards up, and so I guess they did it for me. They were like, yeah, you do. Just like this. They threw them. They threw them. Top of the card, top of the deck says freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And I love that energy, right? So let's see what the universe has to say for earth signs and love. What do you got to say, universe? We're going to win from the feminine's perspective. What does the feminine want to say to her masculine? Nope, not that many. I feel it's the feminine wants. This is the message from the feminine to the masculine. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So I feel like you have passion with this person, right? I feel like the two of you have a lot of passion. And let's see what you want to say to your masculine. And it's hard to make choices like that when you know you guys have passions together, right? Or this could be just something's going good and you guys have this magnetic and seductive quality to each other where you experience each other's passions, right? Like when you're intimate, it's very passionate. What does the feminine want to say to her masculine? Synchronicity, pay attention. The signs are guiding you back together. Stop ignoring the call of spirit, endless numbers and signs. So I feel like this is a reconciliation. This connection has passion in it. And I feel like you probably are seeing this person's name or little things that remind you of them, or numbers, because numbers hold vibrations which have a specific meaning depending on the number that you see. But this is synchronicities, like being in the right place at the right time, but basically stop ignoring the call of spirit. Like, they're guiding you two back together, because this is a very strong, passionate connection. Let's see what else. We'll see what we can get from the Fairies Oracle. What messages do we have for the masculine from the feminine? And we get awakening. Look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So I feel like stepping back from the situation and trying to see the other person's point of view is perhaps going to help in this connection, right? This is an awakening. This is awakening to the thoughts and feelings of each other, right? Like, so spirit is asking you to pay attention to how the other person is feeling, okay? And let's get a card from the masculine to his feminine. Oh, and we got two. We got balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So I feel like the masculine's message is you guys balance each other. He feels like you guys balance each other out, right? You also got secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Like I said with the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, right? this person loves you, but they're just holding back. So this person is, this masculine does love his feminine, but he's not letting her know that just yet. But we need to have balance in the situation, okay? Well, let's see what the masculine wants to say to his feminine. Oh, his throat chakra is clear. Not so much hers, though. I feel like the feminine has a lot more worries, or he really speak up like the masculine does. Like, I feel like his communication is more clear. That's what I'm getting. See how fast that came out? Like I said, he knows. He says, I've never experienced chemistry like I do with you. It overwhelms my thoughts and body. So he knows the connection with you is strong. And it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I feel like I need one more from this. The masculine. And I know you bitches out there want to hear more. Oh, wow. Got a lot more. I'm just going to go ahead and read them all. I know you guys probably won't mind. I feel like the universe is punishing me for how I treated you. So I feel like they know that they broke your heart. Well, they know that they didn't do the right things. And they know that there's karma, and they feel like they're getting punished. I miss everything about you. So I feel like a reconciliation is definitely what the energy of the masculine and feminine in this reading are about. And now, if this isn't you, there's no need to comment. If this resonates with you, though, I like to hear. But he's saying he misses everything about you. Like, he wants to be back in this connection with you. If that makes sense. We also get Shaman. Soul retrieval is needed in order to remember who you were before your traumas and pain shape you into the false version of your designs. Before your traumas and pain shaped you into the false version of your divine self. So I feel like the feminine here has had a lot of traumatic things happen to her, or she's been in a lot more karmic relationships than the masculine has, and the universe is asking you to not live in fear, right? To like not live through your traumas, because you can't bring old things into new relationships, because that never works, right? That just destroys the new relationship. So like, I feel like it's time for you to dig deep and heal that stuff before you get into connection with this person. That makes sense. Let's get a couple cards from here, and then we will be done. And I hope you earth signs are reading, and sorry I don't have time to do individual things, but these are free, and if you would like a reading, everything will be in the description box below. You can always contact me through email, Moon amethystraven22@gmail.com. But that'll all be in the description box below. And so, if you'd like a personal reading, my prices are really affordable. And take into account that I do work a full-time job, so I will get back to you usually within a couple days, if not the same day. The first card we get is the Queen of Water. Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. So I feel like this is the Queen of Cups. So almost like counterparts, right? So we got the King of Cups from the other deck. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition and care for yourself and others. So I feel like if you guys can trust each other and listen to each other, that this has the capacity to grow into something more. Let's see what else we can get here. Get a couple more. We'll stop with these ones. And we got the Two of Water, and there's the Two again. This is the Two of Cups, right? So this is like a divine union, okay? A relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of conflict. So I feel like there's no more fighting here. Once you guys start listening to each other and realize the connection that you do have is passionate and you have a lot to give each other, there's going to be no stopping you two, okay? You can see them together. Water's all about emotion, and they're deep in the ocean together, right? So that to me tells me deep in love or deep in connection, right? They're way down in the depths with each other. Like, they can share things with each other that they don't share with anyone else. Does that make sense? We also have the 10 of air, and 10s are about cycles completing, right? The end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. So, I don't know if some of you have addictions you're recovering from, and if that's where the disconnection comes from, or but I feel like this person has gotten the help that they need, if that's the case. And they're coming back for you because they did this. I don't want to say they did this for you, but they did this because of you. You had a big part to play in it. So this person really loves you and is coming back to fix things. And where the horses run wild, right? Is what I'm hearing. Let your souls run wild together. I feel like this is a connection that you can't deny. That makes sense. And you also get the Queen of Air, and we could be talking about Aquarius, a Libra, and Gemini, I think. Independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. This is standing on your own 2 feet, right? Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation, right? So I feel like Spirit's asking us to be lighthearted and to enjoy life, to get into contact with that inner child, to like fly like a butterfly, fly like a bird. Get outside, do those right, chasing away all that no longer serves you. And there's another horse in this picture, and horses are about their majestic beauty, right? So I feel like this person makes you feel beautiful or thinks you are very beautiful, if that makes sense. And that is going to be the reading for tonight. And I hope everyone enjoyed that. And I'll be doing the rest of the signs here within the next couple days. And namaste. Have a great night.